The weight of the world doesn't rest on your shoulders, but it feels like it does. Every step you take carries an invisible burden, one you've grown so accustomed to that you barely notice it anymore. It's not the chaos of the world that binds you, but the quiet stories you tell yourself. In the stillness of your mind, fear weaves a narrative that keeps you tethered to a life half-lived. You wake each day, moving through routines that feel like borrowed costumes. They fit well enough, but they don't belong to you, and deep down, you know it. The mirror reflects a stranger sometimes, doesn't it? You search for yourself in the lines of your face, wondering when you traded your fire for safety. Fear isn't the loud scream of danger, it's the soft hum of doubt that plays on repeat. It's the voice that whispers, "You're not enough." And you've listened for so long it feels like truth. You've built walls to protect yourself, but they've become a cage. Each brick is a moment you chose silence over courage, comfort over growth. The world doesn't demand your perfection, yet you chase it relentlessly. Every mistake feels like a verdict, every flaw a sentence you can't appeal. But what if the flaw isn't in you, but in the lens you've been taught to see through? What if the world isn't a threat, but a canvas waiting for your mark? You've been told to fear uncertainty, to dread the unknown like it's an enemy. Yet uncertainty is the only place where possibility breathes, where life begins to unfold. Your body carries the weight of this fear, doesn't it? The tightness in your chest, the restless nights, they're not random. They're your soul begging to be heard. You've learned to ignore the signals, to push through the discomfort. But the body never lies. It's a map to the truth you've buried beneath layers of control. Control is the illusion you cling to, the idea that you can outrun chaos. But life isn't a puzzle to solve. It's a river, and you're meant to flow with it. You plan, you predict, you prepare, but the future laughs at your efforts. The more you grip, the more you lose the present, the only place where you truly exist. Anxiety isn't just a feeling, it's a habit you've practiced for years. You've trained yourself to anticipate disaster, but what has it cost you? The moments you could have lived fully slip through your fingers. You trade joy for caution, love for restraint, dreams for the safety of the known. But safety isn't life. It's a shadow of it. A life without risk is a story without color, a song without a melody. You've been taught that fear is weakness, but that's a lie. Fear is a signal, a guide pointing to the edges of your courage where growth waits. To live is to walk with fear, not to hide from it. Every trembling step forward is a rebellion against the chains you've worn too long. You don't need to banish fear. You need to dance with it. Let it move through you. Let it teach you. Let it show you what you're capable of. The world isn't waiting to judge you. It's waiting for you to show up. Not the polished version, but the raw, messy, authentic you that's been hiding. You've spent years trying to fit into molds that were never yours. Each time you shrink yourself, you betray the spark that makes you unique. But what if you stopped apologizing for your existence? What if you claimed your space, your voice, your truth without hesitation? The fear of being seen is heavy, but the weight of staying hidden is heavier. To be invisible is to deny the world the gift of who you are. You're not here to blend in, to fade into the background of someone else's story. You're here to write your own, with all its imperfections and triumphs. The people who scare you, the ones who seem so certain, are just as lost. Their judgment is noise, not truth. Their approval is not your worth. You've been running from failure, but failure is just a teacher in disguise. Every fall is a lesson, every scar a story of survival. The fear of not being enough haunts you, but it's a ghost you've created. You are enough, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You don't need to prove yourself to the world, you need to prove yourself to you. Every choice to act despite fear is a victory no one can take away. The life you want isn't waiting for you to be fearless. It's waiting for you to move forward, even when your knees shake and your heart races. You've been surviving, but survival isn't enough. You were born to thrive, to feel the pulse of life in every breath, every risk, every dream. The world is loud, but your truth is louder if you let it speak. Stop drowning it out with distractions, with busyness, with the need to please. You're not broken. You're just waking up. The cracks you feel are the places where light is starting to break through. You've been carrying stories that don't belong to you, stories of doubt, of limitation. It's time to let them go and write a new chapter, one that's yours alone. The fear you feel isn't a wall, it's a door. Step through it, and you'll find a version of yourself you've been waiting to meet. You don't need permission to live fully, to love fiercely, to chase what sets your soul on fire. The only approval you need is your own. What would happen if you stopped running from your fear? What would your life look like if you embraced it as a guide instead of a captor? You're standing at the edge of something vast, something unknown. The question isn't whether you're ready, but whether you're willing to leap. What truth are you avoiding that could set you free if you faced it? Share it in the comments, because your answer might just change everything.